We will take have, had, has. Do you know when do we use have? When we want to show possession, that we possess something. I have an interesting book. I have a blue pen. I have a big house in Delhi. And have is used with I, we, they. Can you give more examples? Any one of you?
Ma'am, I.
Yes.
Ma'am, we.
Yes. Okay, with plural also it is used. And you know what is plural of you? Plural of you is you. You itself. And now children, when we come to... Yes, you want to say something? Please speak.
Ma'am, we use you and I as plural words.
And what do we use with he and she? With he and she we use has. He has. She has. And what about it? With it also we use has. It is mostly used for neuter gender, for non-living things and for the objects. Alright children, do you get my point?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, even for the animals.
Yes, of course. And now when we come to can, when do we use can? When we want to ask a question. Am I right? Am I right?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am. Or we can even use can when we are not sure that this thing would be happening.
Can I take your car? Can you help me with money? These are some of the sentences which we can make with can. And you know, when do we use could? Who can tell me? Okay, I will tell you. It is past form of can. Could is past form of can. All of you please switch on your videos. I want to see your faces. Each and everyone. One of you switch on the videos please. Okay, she could clear the test. You could help me with money. If you could do me a favor. He could catch the robber if he would. It also denotes permission. My father said that I could go on a picnic. Okay, here the child is taking permission from father. Could you attend the marriage? Can you make some sentences with could? Any one of you?
Yes, ma'am, I can make.
See, could is also a polite manner of taking permission. Could you please shift a little? Okay, it sounds polite. Yes, who would like to make a sentence with could?
I could be lucky if you would help me at that time.
Any other child? Okay, let's come to may and might. When do we use may, children?
When they're talking about us.
Okay, very simple sentence you always use in school. May I go to washroom? May I help you? May I do this for you? Okay, do we use for may in such circumstances?
For the permission.
Yes, for permission. You may take rest now. May I come in, sir? Okay, then for purpose also, we eat so that we may live. Okay, here there is a purpose. Why do we eat? We eat so that we may live. And the next one is, she works hard that she may stand first. So here also there is a purpose behind it. And when there is a possibility, then also we use may. It may snow today. There is a possibility of snowing. So we can say it may snow today. He may be elected the secretary of the club. And when we want to pray, may God bless him. May God save his life. For wish, may you have the best of the luck. May you have best of luck. May we succeed in our mission. And what about might, children?
Ma'am, may your birthday go well.
May you have lot of fun during your birthday. Might is used to denote a possibility that is more doubtful.
Mine.
Yes, a possibility that is more doubtful than may. She is
That
not.
shows, mine is used when it shows the position that it is ours and it is it's ours. Like this.
Listen carefully. I'm speaking something else, my dear. She is not working hard, but she might pass. Might means there's very less possibility. Do you get my point, my lovely
Yes, ma'am.
children?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. Use
Yes,
mine,
ma'am.
mine, but it's mine.
The cancer patient might recover. So there's least possibility, but still there's a slight hope. Extreme politeness during a discussion. Might I express my views? Okay. You can raise up your hand in the class and you can say, might I express my views? If I might request you, if you could keep your word, you might tell me the truth. Okay? In these circumstances, we use might. Are you able to understand? It's very easy. When we say may, there is less possibility. And when we use might, this means least possibility. All right, my dear children. Sahil, you have understood? Have you understood? Okay, good. What about must? Tell me.
What, ma'am?
We must. We must obey our parents. We must obey the rules of the road.
Ma'am, must means we. Ma'am, must means we should do that.
It's compulsory. We must attempt all the questions. Certainly or strong likelihoods. It is used when things are. She must be exhausted after day's work. For inevitability, we all must die one day. It is inevitable. Okay.
Ma'am, may I tell a sentence?
And then for duty, you must be honest towards your job. A judge must be upright.
Ma'am, may I tell a sentence?
Yes.
Can I tell a sentence?
My dear children, let me explain to you. Okay. Yes, you can. Speak fast.
I must go in that party to encourage him.
Very good, to encourage him. Very nice. Any other child who would like to try? Yes. I must do my homework
ma'am.
very neatly.
You must be promoted by your boss.
Must be promoted. Oh, if only you work hard. All right. And what about ought to, children? Ought to is used when we want to express moral obligation, as we ought to serve our parents. Okay? We ought to serve our parents. We ought to love our country. And when there's desirability, you ought not to walk barefooted. Okay? On the road, we should always wear slippers. Ought we to attend the function? When it is in interrogated form, we say, ought we to attend the function? Ought to plus past participle is used to indicate a past obligation, as you ought to have been more careful. You ought to have told her parents. Okay, children, please switch on your videos. I love to see your cute faces, and I get the feeling you are with me. Please switch on your videos. See, Sahil has switched on. Very good boy. What about others?
John.
You are presentable, so don't hide your faces. Okay, now we come to need. What is the meaning of need?
Ma'am, that we need.
A necessity
Ma'am, we
or
want
obligation.
something. We say need when we
Ma'am, the thing is very necessary.
want something.
Ma'am, the thing that is necessary.
Okay, we also use in sentences like, you need not worry. You need not worry at all. I am there for your help. We need your help. They do not need all this. Okay, now when I have explained to you, you can also make a lot of sentences. But before that, let me explain to you. Shall. Shall is used, you know when it is used? For future tense.
When we are not confirmed about anything.
I shall help you in this matter. We shall go to Mumbai next week. See, it is used for future tense. And for a command, a promise, a threat, or determination. You shall not leave this place. This is a command. She shall have a scooter if she stands first. This is a promise. You shall be turned out if you disturb the class. What is this? A threat. Our soldiers shall fight to the last. This is determination. And will is used to express willingness, promise, threat,
Ma'am, that
determination. After, like when we use will, there is certainty. Okay, there is certainty of something, then we use will. Like, we will attend your marriage. There's willingness. Okay? I will get a watch on standing first. Promise.
Ma'am, it is a future tense.
I will, yes, you're right. I will turn you out if you say something objectionable. So this is a threat, children. We will be successful one day. This is our determination. These days, there is a tendency to use will after all subjects. All right. You shall not touch me. This is a threat and a warning. She shall be rewarded. This is a resolution. He shall be happy to do this duty. This is willingness. Nobody shall enter this room. This is forbidding someone from entering the room. Everybody shall deposit the fee before 10th of this month. What is this? This is an order. You shall get a prize if you stand first. Now this is a promise. Your mom and dad also must be making promises with you. Alright? Am I right? When you work hard, Mama says, oh, I will buy a beautiful Barbie doll for you. Papa says, I will buy you a motorbike. Okay, now I'll be taking should and would. Should is expressed when you want to tell about duty or obligation, as you should control your temper. You should always obey the orders. Okay, a condition, a possibility. If it should rain, we shall go on a picnic. If it rains, we shall go on a picnic. Should you see him, pay him my regards. Okay, this is little tough for you, but on practicing you will learn to use this. Walk properly lest you should fall. I'm not visible to you.
No, ma'am, because
Am I audible to you? Am I audible to all of you?
yes, ma'am.
Okay, my lovely children. Then lend me your ears. And when do we use would? When we express determination, like we would not yield before the tyrant. We would have her own way. To express a wish.
And
Would that- Yes? Yes, please? You want to ask something? I would like to meet the stranger. And would is used to express a condition. I would go there if I am invited. To express a habit, we would go on a picnic every Sunday. She would sit idle and think. To express willingness, she said that she would do as her parents wanted. I would do as you asked me. To express a future action, he said that he would be a businessman. And also to express a polite request. Would you fetch me a glass of water? Okay, children, you have had enough of grammar. Now, I have made very beautiful puppets, you know. You want to see? And I have a very interesting story for all of you. Give me a minute. Okay. Children,
Background so visible.
give me a minute and I will tell you a very good story.
Yes, ma'am.
Just 1 minute, please.
Yes, ma'am.
I fixed background, so maybe you are not able to see my puppets. Are you able to see my puppets?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. A doll is visible.
Oh wow, you are able to see. My good luck. Okay,
Ma'am, but it's very low and it's not
it's okay. I will show you. I will lift my lappy high and I will show it to you. Now listen to me. In a minute, I'll be showing you. First, listen to the story. I know all of you love to hear the story. So, let's hear. Today, I'm going to tell you a story of a brother and a sister. They had one thing in common. They loved to eat junk food like Maggi, chow mein, burgers. Mom was telling them that junk food is of zero nutritious value. But they did not understand this. One day, the little boy's ma'am called him to solve a sum. But he couldn't. The teacher was very, very angry. And his parents were called at once. When Mom asked why he couldn't solve the sum, the boy said very softly, Mama, I wasn't able to see the boat. From that day onwards, the boy started eating carrots, spinach, apples, and other rich sources of vitamins. And gradually, his eyesight improved, and both the brother and sisters changed their faulty eating habits, and they became healthy and fit.